I'm a pupil from the Grange School in Hertford, Cheshire, and we've come north of the border to talk about the referendum.
I'm a pupil from Grange Academy in Kilmarnock, Ayrshire. We're Scottish, obviously, and this is a chat between us and our English contemporaries.
There are 6 of us.
And there are 5 of us. We've travelled 143 miles to Gretna Green with some lively discussion on the way. So have you been to Scotland before, Sam?
Yeah, I've visited my sister a couple of times at St Andrews.
Oh, welcome to Scotland!
Yeah. There is lively discussion in the Kilmarnock bus too. All very topical.
I think maybe the English kids will have a bit less to say than us on Scottish independence.
Then it was time to meet and exchange gifts. It was like a European cup tie.
Nice to meet you, Emily. Nice to meet you, Emily. Thank you very much.
For a girl, but
Okay.
And then time to debate.
I think that the referendums only come about because of the current economic situation, and I worry that when the situation improves, that Scotland will then regret, if they do become independent, they'll regret moving away from the UK.
I think the relationship between Scotland and England would be damaged. I think trade would, come down slightly. I think there would be a general distaste between those two countries if we did go to independence.
people that I've spoken to are a bit reluctant to see Scotland go. But at the same time, people are starting to consider if England will actually be better without Scotland.
I think that's something Scots haven't really considered, and all the media coverage has been about how it'll affect Scotland, and none of it's really been aimed at how it'll affect the English and the Welsh and the Northern Irish, because of course it's their country too.
It's trying to decide whether or not the benefits of going independent, and looking at, will we be able to have our own economy, will we be able to generate enough industry to keep the country running.
For Scotland, losing connection with London and the fluidity that comes with being able to trade through London, not having that as easily, will impact both England and Scotland significantly. So I would probably, if I were able to vote, I would be voting no.
If we go independent, it could be a really positive thing for Scotland, but at the same time I don't feel that we have quite enough information to definitely say, yes, I want an independent Scotland, because there's so much unknown.
It wasn't all hard work. This is us on a tour of the blacksmiths in Gretna Green.
And we learned why the English used to come here in their droves.
1754, the English decided to change the marriage laws.
There's a part of me that really doesn't want to see Scotland leave the Union, just because, there's all the history, and obviously, I've got friends in Scotland. I don't want to have to, think of them as being in, it already is a separate country, but I don't want to have to see them as a separate kind of
passports.
Yeah, we have to take passports to see them. It would just, I don't know, I just think it would be quite sad.
Scotland is my home, I've grown up there, so of course I care about where it's going to be in the future and what kind of situation it's going to be in. I have many worries. Obviously, you've got tuition fees and finance. Of course, the currency is one everyone keeps talking about.
Looking at a Scottish university, and if I were to go now and they're not independent, and then 3 years down the line they will be.
How would that affect you?
Yeah, how would that affect tuition fees? How would it affect loans?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah,
how would it affect all of us going? Would it even be able to stay free?
It's easier to say all the things that could go right, than to say all the things that, could be better if we did stay together, because if they could be so much better, then why aren't they now?
Things were going so well, we had a marriage.
Together forever, never to be parted. There we are.
But they assured us this wasn't legally binding.